What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, we're going to be doing a revisit of the classic Foster's Lager. This is coming in at 5% ABV. I first reviewed this probably over 3 years ago at least. And this is apparently Australia's famous beer brand, as it says right there on the front of the label. Founded in Australia, celebrated worldwide, and brewed in the USA. That's where it kind of gets a little bit iffy for some people. I've heard people say that people in Australia hate this beer. I've heard people say that it's kind of a mixed bag. You know, it's like 50-50. They love it, they hate it. I don't know. I don't live in Australia. I've never been to Australia. I've always wanted to go, but that's all I know. I just know what people have said. But it does say that it was founded in Australia. So I think it's just brewed here in the USA with their ingredients and everything. So this is a 25.4 fluid ounce can. It's basically an oil can. It's going to be hell pouring it. But I think I got a little bit of a method by poking a hole in the top. Maybe make it a little bit more of a smoother pour. So let's go ahead and pop this open and get it into a glass and give it a review. I think I already said this, but it is 5% ABV. And I don't remember what I paid for this. It was under $3, I know that, at Walmart. So let me get my tool here. And yes, this is a nail file in this little like Swiss Army knife type thing. I have not used it. It is clean, I assure you that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a poke. Maybe more of a stab, actually. You know, the top of this can is actually a lot tougher than I thought. Maybe I'll use the knife. That's probably what I should have went with in the beginning. I don't know why I thought a nail file was going to do it. There's the knife. All right, let's try this again. All right, hopefully that'll work. All right, so let's try to pour this. I dented the hell out of the top of this can. And it didn't work. It didn't work. Abort mission! Abort mission! It's all over me. It's all over me. It didn't work. It didn't work. I didn't poke the hole enough. It's on my legs. It's in my floor. Hopefully it didn't fall into my surge protector down there that I got all my PC stuff hooked up to. And my lighting and everything. So we got a monster head just because of how it poured. And unfortunately, we're going to have to pour it again because there's not enough beer in there. Right now, we're working with about a 4-finger head. But we still got to pour this sumbitch again. Yeah, I said sumbitch. I swear, man, I have the worst luck pouring beer. I swear to God. And there's going to be somebody in the comments probably calling me out on it. But it is what it is. All right, you know what? We're gonna stop there. It looks like a good pour to me, kind of. Got it under my nose. So, the aroma. It's sweet. Grainy, bready. It has that typical lager aroma that you would expect it to have. It smells pretty pleasant, actually, because I have it all over my legs. Yeah. Let's dive in. Cheers, guys. Foster's Lager. That's a good beer. That is a very good beer. I do not remember what I gave it, the score that I gave it in the first video, the first time I reviewed this. But I'm telling you now, if it wasn't a high score then, it's going to get one from me now because this is good. This is solid. I think this is better than Budweiser, in my opinion. So now I guess I'm going to have to do a beer battle, a blind beer battle with Foster's and Budweiser now. So look out for that video. I'll probably do that tomorrow. A little bit of lacing there on the glass. Still holding on to about a 2-finger, very fluffy white head. It's really smooth. There's no hot bite to it, really. It's just a very smooth, easy drinking lager. It does have a bit of a sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. Like Budweiser and Bud Light, they typically, to me at least, they're a little bit too sweet. But this one's kind of just right, honestly. That's a solid beer right there. Yeah, I would definitely buy this again. This is I'll say this: if you are looking for a non-light lager, this is definitely not a bad choice at all. It's very smooth, it's crisp, clean, refreshing, just like you would imagine it would be. It's got a really good taste to it, a sweetness, but not overly sweet. I think this is a very solid beer, and I'm going to give it a solid... What am I going to give it? What am I going to give it? I'll give it a 9.2. I'll give it a 9.2 out of 10. So a 92 out of 100, basically. It's definitely an A beer. That is definitely something that I could drink on a hot summer day, barbecuing, hanging out at the beach, the lake. That's what this beer is for, in my opinion. Just a very good everyday drinking lager. So, like I said, I don't remember what I gave it in my original review. This is a revisit of it. I haven't had it I haven't had it since I did the review. I've only had it that one time. This is only the second time I've ever had it, so. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it was under $3 or maybe right at $3 after tax from Walmart. But this is a 25.4 fluid ounce can. Yeah, 25.4. 1 pint and 9.4 fluid ounces. Is there anything else on here? Over 125 years ago, during the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. And they didn't fail. They knew what they were doing. It's a very well-made beer. So that's the review, guys. 9.2 out of 10 from me here at Beer Views. Excuse me. The gas is getting me. So, you probably noticed that the intro was a little bit different. I usually just kind of start the video off the way I always do. But I recently got a mini fridge, and I wanted to kind of show it off. For the past few years, I've really just been using a cooler with ice. I would go get ice. I would have, it's like one of those coolers that roll. It's like one of those beach coolers. And I would just put my beer in that and set it by my recliner. And then that way I could just open it up and grab a beer without having to get up and go all the way into the kitchen and come back. I know that sounds lazy, but it's just more convenient to just have your beer right next to you. But I have been wanting a mini fridge for a while, and I seen one at Walmart. It's a Frigidaire. I think it's called like a beverage center or something like that. And it had, as you can see, it had the glass front and everything. It's sitting right next to me right now, and it's got the LED light inside. And that's typically how I'm going to be starting my videos, unless there's something that I can't fit in there, then I probably won't do it that way. But typically, that's how it's probably going to go. Probably going to be using that a lot. I love this thing. I would highly recommend it. It was $119, $130 after tax. If you have your own designated beer room like I do, it's a must-have for sure. So glad I ditched that cooler and decided to pick this up. Awesome, awesome mini fridge. Or beverage center, as they call it. It doesn't have like a freezer or anything, which I prefer. But yeah, now I'm rambling about a mini fridge. Or whatever it's called. It's a beer fridge, okay? That's the beer fridge. So thank you guys for watching. Again, 9.2 for me for the Foster's Lager. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit me with a thumbs up. And if you guys have any suggestions on anything you would like me to try in the future, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. As always, until next time, cheers, and thanks for watching.